Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You are looking at RichBuddy and Clivester.
How are you doing, Rich?
I'm doing okay.
Now, let me go ahead.
Can't complain too much. I can complain, but only 3 of you are going to listen, or however many of you are tuned in at the moment.
Also, Dan Radke. Dan Radke was stirring some crap up on the Archie stream.
I didn't catch that. I missed the entire stream. I only caught what I was able to really jump in on the last few minutes.
Nobody likes a braggart. Also joining us is Tree Dillinger, Flippin' Zippo. Thomas Burnett, who is everywhere.
What's up, Thomas, buddy? How are you? Yankee Doodle. Flippin' Zippo. Tree.
Okay, well, actually, I'm just looking at Dan Radke's comment. Hoary old joke my first sponsor had. Do you know who speaks French and likes blowjobs?
I don't speak French.
Moi.
I'm part French, but I don't speak it. So what's going on?
Well, like I said, on the watch front, I'm still enjoying my 2 or possibly 7 recent purchases, and yeah, that's a nice. I noticed that's a nice picture of an Aquaterra you have for the thumbnail. Do you have an Aquaterra?
No, I don't. My only Omega is the transitional 68 Speedy.
Nice.
But I did take some pictures today of some watches.
Is 68 a birth year for you?
No, it is not. I only bought it because of the research I did and happened upon with regards to a transitional Speedmaster, which I'd like to say for any of you that are watching, if you are interested in vintage Speedmasters, in particularly the transitional 1968 reference model, I have a video that I did a few months ago, and it would be really easy to find. It's got a picture of an Omega Speedmaster on it, and I go over in great painstaking detail, lots of details about the 68 transitional Speedmaster, lots of really good information, and you'll learn a lot about it. I think even if you probably think you know a lot about Speedmasters, you might even learn from a newbie like me.
Yeah. No, Yankee Doodle is saying is the 145.022, aka earlier 861s, are good buys now. I think he's right. You know, and I know I rag on Archie a lot, but when Archie said, I think the sweet spot for Speedmaster for moon watches right now is like the 861 with tritium.
Yeah, absolutely. I and if you do your homework, get the right one with the dot over 90 bezel.
Right. Well, not even, okay, now, of course, that when it comes to 861s, that's the holy of holies. And the applied indice and the, pi pen and dot over 90 and all matching up. But really just any 861 with tritium. Now, my God, a dot over 90, yeah. Hell yeah. But on the other hand, if you want to spend half as much and get one with a dot near 90 that's otherwise identical, that's not bad buying either. How much did you spend on your Dawn?
I spent, I think it was 9,000. But I have. It was a really good bezel. Remember, really great bezel. And again, it's the transitional. So I don't remember if I bought it for 8 or 9.
Oh, 68. A 68 is a birth year for me. I'd want to see if you want to trade for my 67 for it.
Okay, so check these out. Look at this watch that this first watch that I saw.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, where did you see it? Oh, you went watch shopping, right?
Yeah, I went watch shopping today, and there's lots of boutiques where I'm at, and this is the A. Lange & Söhne boutique, and this was called a jumping seconds regulator,
Mm. Mm.
and it's a Constance force movement. So there isn't a power reserve. However, there is a emergency power indicator where you see that red diamond in the middle there.
Right.
When there's 10 hours left on the watch, that red indicator comes up as red.
Now, do you mind if I send a link to Victor?
I did send him one. Go ahead and send it to him in case he didn't get it. Isn't this a beautiful guy, though?
Oh, it is.
It is a dark watch. I gotta admit, you can tell right off the bat, very hard to read. So the picture is not deceiving. It was hard to read. Yankee Doodle. Let me get some of the comments here. We got Yankee Doodle says he bought an 861 with tritium in mint condition for 31. Can't go wrong. Nope.
Fuck yeah,
good.
That awesome.
Can't go wrong with that.
Oh hell, I got one for 4, which was in great condition. Of course, mine, the one I had was double patinaed. It literally had a ghost bezel. The bezel was ghosting. The black was changing to chocolate, and then the patina turned yellow.
And something says there's a version of that Lange with the tourbillon and the retracting hours track. Amazing watches. Yeah, definitely.
Now, Chip Wong is asking, why am I banned? Well, Chip Wong, since I can see your comment, you're not banned. However, if you want to super chat me something, I can ban you if that's what you're looking for, because we aim to please.
Nobody's banned from my channel. So I don't believe anybody's been banned. And later I can check to make sure, but I don't think anybody's been banned. Yeah, I know, but dark watches are the best. I sent you a link, by the way, Bud. If you're not busy, please join us.
And flipping us up and answer your question, no. Mousy Pluto Prestige, why am I not banned? Okay, Mousy, speaking for Rich, I hate to admit it, we kind of, even though we appreciate and we look at your past accomplishments in country and trolling, you've been slacking a little bit, frankly. So you haven't really been bringing your A game to your trolling efforts.
Oh, he wants me to ban him?
I think so, but I don't think he's earned it yet.
I am. Well, I mean, I'm trying not to ban anybody, so maybe somebody wants to, be part of a watch channel once in a while. Okay, so let me just go through some of the pictures. We're not going to hang on one forever. So like I said to any of the new people joining right now, I went watch shopping. There's a lot of different stores in my area, and one of the first stops I went to was Lange, and this is one of the watches I checked out. See if I'm trying to work this better here so I can. If Victor's in the, are you able to see the people in the room, or only I am? In the hanging out at the bottom. Oh, he's backstage now. Okay, let me pop him back in. Okay, if anybody's backstage and I'm not seeing you, shoot me a text message so I can get you on there.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Clyde.
Hey.
Hey, Vic, Slick Vic, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I was in New York. I just got home. Hey, everybody in the audience.
Hey, they had one of these there, a 5196P.
Did they have the new watch?
Patek.
Wait, when did you go, Rich?
I went today. I went to my Cherno, and I went to all the different stores in there, to most of them.
Was Lange part of Tourneau, or was it its own boutique?
Yeah, no, it is part of Tourneau.
Did they have any Odysseus?
No, they did not. They did not. Lange had its own boutique. Lange had its own boutique there.
Okay, and then
Only Patek.
they don't have any?
Yeah, no, but Patek had this
Let me see. Oh, okay, very nice.
5196P, one of my favorite watches.
Yeah, I love the brigade
that people
numeral.
know. And then what else did they have?
Yeah, I was in New York, so last night I went to the Patek Philippe boutique, the brand new one in Hudson Yards. They didn't have much, obviously.
Oh, and by the way, Rich Buddy, New York is on the other end of the country. It's the coast that's not on fire at the moment.
Right. Why would you be pointing that out to me?
Quite all right. Wait, New York wasn't on fire, was it?
New York? No, I don't think so. Why would New York be on fire?
Well, I don't know. Just want to make sure.
I didn't say anything like that. Did I?
Hey.
Here we go. They had one of these.
And he dropped out. Okay, Victor, you're God, he's turning into Dr. BBW.
He's still, oh, he did drop out.
Yep. Okay. Now that is I think Tan has that one, doesn't he?
No, Tan has the 5056P annual calendar.
Sorry, my internet's being weird, I guess.
And Tan has one similar to this one here.
Those are beautiful watches. They're so expensive, they're perpetuals.
I love the font. Look at the font.
The brigade, yeah, the brigade numerals, or the font on
the text.
Oh yeah, it's different. Some people criticize that how on it's different. Like if you look at Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in November, that's the same, but it's different on the numbers of the month.
Where?
Yeah. But you see how it's different. Like the month, the days of the month are different than the months and the days of the week. Some people criticize it. I don't know how I feel about it using various fonts.
Okay, now Mousy Pluto Prestige has caught my attention. It's non-watch related, but I'm still it's like a train wreck. I can't ignore it. I can't wait for the Apple TV show of the Russians landing on the moon first, so then we send chicks to the moon to best those commie bastards. I am woman, hear me roar.
What were you saying about Mousy Pluto Prestige before I got disconnected? You were saying something, Clive?
Well, Mousy was asking, why am I not banned? I was like, well...
There's a reason. Because I don't know him.
No, it's because his troll, he hasn't been bringing his A game to the trolling lately.
Oh, so you're encouraging the trolling. Okay.
I don't know the guy's history. I have no idea anything. So, just...
No,
don't.
I'm facilitating it. I want him
You're facilitating
to be a troll. I want him to be the best troll he could be. I want him to reach fulfillment as a troll.
Humor without malice. How about that?
Here's the watch that Tanzil has, but he has the platinum version.
Oh, it's the annual calendar. Yeah.
What a great bezel.
5146. It's a great watch and a great value if you get it. That's Archie has it. He has the older version, but that's what Archie has.
Oh.
Clyde's like, oh, I did like it until I found that out.
Now, Booster's saying all movies now have a social justice warrior agenda. Shameful. Okay, I have a concept for the ultimate guy movie, okay? I call it Titties and Explosions.
Isn't that every movie out there now? Oh, yeah. This is good. You took pictures of what's in your boutique. It seems like it's the same everywhere. It's the Calatravas and the Perpetuals and the annuals.
Right.
And just like Rolex, none are in steel.
Well, they don't make
most. Oh my God! I wouldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe it. When I went into the Rolex store today, it was the most bare it's ever been. I couldn't believe it.
Really? The Rolex stores here and the one that I went to yesterday in New York in Hudson Yards, they had lots of gold models, lots of presidents. It wasn't, I've seen pictures where people just show where it's like completely bare. They don't even have Datejust. My AD is bare, yes. But yesterday they had a lot of gold models.
Well, at first Rolex, at first it was Datejust or Us.
Right. And
Then,
now they're selling out.
then it became the Two-Tone Tabernacle.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's going to be the Cellini Showcase.
Hey, and you could always send Mark a link too. He's always welcome on. I just don't have his email. Hey, check this out. One of the things that people don't realize, I think,
Oh, I
on the
love
World Time,
I love it.
look at the thickness of the case.
Yeah, they changed it.
It's massive.
My bulbs just went out. What the hell?
What? Is that a metaphor?
That just freaked. It just made like a noise. Anyway, so, the world. Yeah, sorry. The World Time.
Victor, as you start getting older, I'm just warning you.
Look at these bad boys.
The perpetuals. Ooh, are those in platinum? Those are expensive.
Now, are the square Rolex not as popular as the round ones?
The square Pateks?
Yes, Pateks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you mean the fires in New York, right?
The cushion case is, it's weird. They're not as popular right now, but on auctions, as far as vintage ones goes, they are popular. They sell for a lot. I've seen those sell for a lot. I think that's why they're coming back. But yeah, they're not that popular right now. Yankee Doodle says Lange cases are thick like that. Yeah, I love the new case of the World Time. It used to be, it went from Archie's was 37, then it went to 40.5, like 41 almost, and then now they increased the size of the case, made it more like angular, like the way it is now, and brought it down to 38.5, which is perfect.
For a World Time, I still think that's kind of small, considering half the dial is taken up by city names, which are basically non-functional.
It's like a Daytona. It's not meant to be read. It's meant to just be looked at and enjoyed.
David David says the Rolex store was bare here too. They quickly put their clothes on when I opened the door. I told the guy when I was walking out, I said, I've got more Rolex at home than you guys have here.
I'm sure they love you.
And they're like, yeah, well, let me tell you what happened. It was kind of funny.
Well, I'd love for my Rolex store to be the same way, because the two gals working there are milfully delicious.
Okay, so listen. Last night it was so funny. I walked in the store, and I'm at the Rolex counter talking to a guy. I think I was wearing a Rolex, so he knew I was wearing my stainless Daytona, so he knew I obviously had some Rolexes. He's talking to me. I'm trying on a gold, solid yellow gold Submariner with the blue face, which I actually kind of fell in love with. But this guy walks in, kind of like a Guido-looking guy, and just kind of very like abruptly was like, "Hey, you guys have any GMTs or Daytonas?" And it was funny because then the guy, the sales guy, looks at him and goes, "No, we don't. I'm sorry." And then he goes, "When's the last time you had it?" He goes, "A month ago." But it's and he goes, "Oh man, you had it a month ago?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, you just missed out." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Just pulling his leg about.
Yeah, and then I looked at him, and I was like, "Well, it's not quite that simple."
Pulling his leg all around the store.
Do you have any GMTs or Rolex? I was like, in the safe, because I was whispering. I was like, in the safe.
It's gonna. You know what? The guy's really smart at creating hype for Rolex, because now that guy's gonna go everywhere he hears about Rolex. He's gonna tell that story. I just missed it. I could have had one in my hand.
But he was totally profiling. He says to me, I go, I started laughing. I was like, well, it's not quite that simple. And he goes, yeah, it's just easier to, tell them that and get them out the door. He goes, I'm not, I don't have time. But he was like, he was very polite and nice to me, but, that guy kind of, he probably didn't fit the mold, of like, and he asked for a Daytona, a stainless Daytona. So he obviously didn't know much about watches. So he just didn't want to deal with him. But I thought it was kind of funny how he brushed him off by lying to him.
Another channel might be pulling a social experiment by having different guys walking into the same Rolex AD or the same watch AD and see if they're treated differently.
Oh, that is a great! I would love to see that, because they are. But
he was telling me about that. I'm like, that is fucking brilliant.
Wait, who's doing it? You don't have to tell me. I'll
tell you. Yeah.
My place is the best place to do that, though, because I've got shop next to shop next to shop next to shop. I mean, name a shop and I've got it. It's next door to the next shop. I mean, I've even got frickin' Piaget here next door to Omega, next door to
Now, here's a
IWC,
comment.
next door to
That's
crazy.
like Miami. Miami has that.
Now,
Like
here's-
all that store.
Here's a comment by Yankee Doodle. Explore is basically, oh, fuck, these comments are going quick.
Explorer 1 is obviously a great watch, but boring as hell. I say always go for it. At least Submariner's first watch. I agree with Yankee Doodle. But I like the Explorer 1. But
Yeah.
I would say save up the extra grand because I like the sub no date more.
Oh, and Ivan C., you were asking me about European Watch Company. I've bought 3 watches from them.
Oh, wow.
So I can't say anything bad about them. They've been great to deal with. They've negotiated with me a little bit on price. I bought my 5196 Patek Calatrava from them. I bought my Rolex Day-Date President, and I bought my 2004 All Steel Daytona.
Wow.
All within 1 year.
You're talking about, right?
What's that?
They're in Boston, right?
They're in Boston, correct?
Yeah, they have
Jump
incredible.
up to the next comment by Booster. The one.
Oh, David, WV David, oh, you're so nice. That is the nicest thing.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
You left out for 3 seconds, for Christ's sake. I've got a graduate level degree, and I had trouble reading that quickly. What? What did it say?
It said something nice about me. He said,
oh, well, fuck that then.
He goes, isn't it hilarious that Archie didn't like Victor at first? His enthusiasm is second to none and has knowledge to go with it.
Okay, here's another set of Pateks. What do you guys think of? Hopefully I took some good pictures here for you guys.
Yeah, they're very dressy. I like them, but like you could only wear them with a tux virtually. That's the kind of watch you cannot wear with a t-shirt and jeans, I think. And very few. I would wear my 5270 when I get it. I'll wear it with everything. But that watch,
I'll take my Kalpa over that. Sorry, I'm not shitting on the watch, but if you're going to go for that style, it's a little dull.
It's I mean, it's meant, a dress watch is meant to be simple and
Now, Booster is saying I had a similar experience when we went to McDonald's and was told that they're out of McRib.
This is a Harry Winston. Harry Winston's there.
Harry Winston, they make, they're pretty good. They make some interesting pieces. And Arnold & Son also similarly makes, unique, interesting pieces in precious metal, but they plummet. So it's definitely worth getting on the, let someone else take the hit.
Now, Booster, let me also follow up. Now, Booster, if they put you down on a wait list for McRibs, unless they took a deposit, they're bullshitting you.
The event was so cool, and I'll tell you why, because they had all the independents there, and you got to touch them, you got to play with them, you got to, they had everything from Jorn to
I like this one.
Lenin to Akrivia to, all the top brands. They had watches.
I like this Harry Winston.
Yeah, the diamonds I could pass on, but the dial is beautiful. It's very Lange-esque.
Now, NATO. I'm not okay. Nate, look, seriously, Nate. I know you. I know Victor. Nate, I tell you with all sincerity, Victor's a nice guy. I mean, the fact that if he's able to put the money down that he's able to on watches, and I'd be a lot bigger dick than he is if I had his discretionary income.
Well, that's that. Thank you, Clive. If I don't think I'm a narcissist, I don't. Would you consider yourself? No. What did I say that would suggest that?
No, not all. Look at this guy. I'm in love with this when I saw it. It was like an enamel.
The blue dial, yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like a Stella dial. Maybe it is. I don't know. It's like a modern Stella dial. It was beautiful.
See, the one thing I don't like is in those diamonds, the way that they're placed, like the baguettes are beautiful because they don't have these like little frames. And I love on the Survey dials, they have these like perfectly round frames that make it very clean. But these the setting, that's what I mean. The setting in those, I don't know, it puts me off because the diamond is round and the setting is square. And
I know.
Okay, ID guy is here.
Hey, what's up, ID guy? Welcome.
Hey, ID guy.
Suffering heavily from yesterday's caffeine overdose and haven't slept in about 36 hours. Great to be here, Jess. How's everyone doing? Just fine, ID guy.
You had an awesome live stream, ID guy. It was
yesterday on YouTube it was Watch Nirvana because we had like 3 hours of ID guy, then 3 hours with Mark Goldberg. So
ID guy's my favorite. ID guy's my favorite live streams because it's all watches and it's all civil. Everybody's nice. Everybody's talking about watches. Like,
but he does.
There's a place for both.
But he does have a sense of humor.
Yeah, for sure. But it was like, people weren't, people were very, very nice. And
well, that's how mine was until the last one, Victor.
And also, he's not a narcissist like Victor is.
Oh, come on. The first couple of shows you did with Archie made the whole show revolve around you, Victor, because Clive made me. Back story, Clive gets on the phone with me and calls me.
Get in the cage, kid.
Get on the show with Archie and tell him this.
No. Shut up. Get in the cage. Just shut up and get in the cage. We want to let off.
You egg me on.
Oh yeah, I totally did.
Well, I don't mind because it's all in good fun. But then people are
wait. Steel cages? Are those actually steel? Are those steel OPs?
This is what Rolex had here.
Oh my God, they're steel. Rolex steel.
Are those OPs?
Yeah.
There's the OP with the Explorer dial. That's a cool looking watch.
Oh, they're OP34s, right?
I don't think they were that small.
I think they are. Here's why. I don't really think they make a yellow in OP39. And if it's an OP36, they have double indices at 3, 6, and 9.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, if you look at the modern OPs, I have trouble. I almost can't tell them apart looking up in the case. I can only tell by the dial colors and the arrangement of the indices. When it comes right down to it, though, the maxi cases or the super cases actually help the modern smaller watches.
Yep. All Rolex is, they have 4 bracelets, they have 4 case sizes, and they have a few different types of bezels, and they just alternate them in different models. Like that's, more or less what they do.
There's that president again. Stunning.
Yeah.
I'm going to send ID guy a link.
Yeah, ID, come on. I was going to look at they had an OP yesterday in 36. It's 39. I was going to look at it, but then I decided, it would just be to get an OP at this point is.
And then I went to Omega.
Well, okay, but to get it, if you don't really, really like the watch, that's a lot of money to spend on a watch you really don't like.
Yeah, and it's a temporary thing because I was talking to Bud to Stud, and he almost pulled the trigger on one too, and I was saying don't do it because it's gonna fulfill an itch, but with his watches, they're it's gonna take a back seat after the itch is scratched.
Well, and here's okay. That's speaking generally, though. But that said, I really like that little Explorer dial on the 36.
Yeah, I agree. Wait, so Rich, you were looking at Omega. You're going to make the same mistake twice?
So I just check it out. Look at so this is the Omegas. Check it out. So on the 57 trilogy, that's the only references from Omega that have these alpha hands. You see these hands?
Oh, those are cool hands. Yeah,
absolutely beautiful hands.
Yeah, I agree. And the dual register, I like that watch. Is that bronze or
gold? It's gold, solid gold. This watch is absolutely stunning. That's why I took a picture of this one.
It is beautiful, but what is it? Probably like 24,000. Probably.
Yeah, it was 25.
What is your Omega?
This one here.
That's a lot.
The gold one?
Yeah. No. This one on the screen that I took a shot of today.
Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it.
It's absolutely beautiful, don't you think, guys? It has an applied Omega logo as well.
Hugo, that's enough out of you. Oh, man.
Later, blue shirt.
See ya, blue shirt Buddha. Hugo, did you eat that whole thing?
Yeah, I think this is a stunning watch. And then there it is in steel.
Yeah, the Omega Speedmaster is a beautiful watch. It's something I don't have yet, and I want it because at some point I want to get the icons. But
What would the icon be, pray tell?
What's the question? What would the icon be?
Yes.
Like the moon watch, the Speedmaster.
This one.
No, I would get the one with the Helsalite and the the manual. Or maybe I'd get the Sapphire Sandwich because that one's just more practical.
This one was nice as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's quite the icon.
No, it's not the icon, but it may be like, yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I guess if I'm going to do if I'm going to get the icons, then I should stick with the original.
This one is
But my
beautiful.
watch tomorrow that's coming in fills that.
Well, and the thing is, it's either we go from general to like crazy on Speedmasters. There's two types. Most people just want quote unquote a Speedmaster.
Yeah.
Quote unquote a moonwatch. It goes straight from that to I want a 105.012-65, not a 66, not a 63. It has to be a -65.
Do you actually know like references for the Speedmasters? That's impressive.
Well,
Hey, do you guys like this one?
that's because I've got the -66, but it was actually made in '67.
Oh, the dash stands for the year.
The year it was introduced,
Oh, the year is introduced. Okay, got it.
and that's also known as the pre-moon, aka the 321.
See, Rooted Rotor brings up a question that I saw because I was in the car when Archie was doing the show. I was watching it from the car. Bluesy ceramic or two-tone root beer, and I thought that was it was a good question, and I think that's like one of the best questions. Like,
Okay, Rooted
we
Rotor.
go either way.
Rooted Rotors. Since we're here, and since Archie's not around, and you will not tell anyone I fucking said this, but I agree with Archie. I like the two-tone root beer, but I don't think
Bluesy. I'd have to go with the Bluesy. I don't know why, but that blue and yellow is.
It's either way. It's 50-50.
Well,
Yeah,
it's like what's
51.49. It's 51.49 Bluesy. That's all I could say.
I do want a root beer nipple dial, just for the nipples.
I have a friend. She's a girl. She collects watches.
Right, Dan? Right, Dan? Right, Kay?
Wait, whoa.
Beautiful Omega.
Wait. You know a girl?
Yeah, she's beautiful too. It's actually really interesting. She's beautiful. She's on all the Facebook forums.
We'll get you next time, ID guy.
I'll have to invite her on the forums. She knows a lot about watches. She's beautiful too.
You see this Globemaster? I think it's a great design. I love them.
Crappy Luxury is really seriously considering that for a while.
The Globemaster. Yeah.
Yep.
But Rich, which Omega did you have? You had the
Constellation.
Oh, the Constellation.
That was a
solid
big
gold.
player watch, baby. That was the heavy hitter.
In solid gold, man. That's.
Hey, look at these.
Yeah, but I hate to say it, but you don't want to buy underwear used or Omegas new.
Look at this.
That's right.
The bullheads.
Yeah, that's like the DB28. The
Very odd, huh?
Yeah, that was on both sides. Yeah.
ID guy, I sent you a link, dude. Join us.
I saw the Alaska project. Has anyone seen?
I love that watch.
It turns out that it's just a simple plastic case over a regular Speedmaster.
But I love those odd looking hands, the triangle hands in the subdials.
Oh, I have to look.
That's the only reason I wanted it. And when I first looked at it to now, the damn thing went up like 40%. I'm like,
Yep.
Screw, I'm not going to buy that thing now.
Well, see, there's always okay. And again,
Oh yeah, the hands. Yeah.
It's amazing. I live in love with that watch.
Archie is the absolute master of predicting the downside.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's great about swooping in when a model has hit its low and snatching them up. On the downside, I mean, on the other hand, what he's not great about, he always sells prematurely.
Yes, because he can't sit on a. He has to flip. We should start a pool on, in 2 months, how many Pateks, the current collection, will he own? How many watches will be flipped? I think 1 per month.
Like a
He cannot.
fantasy watch pool.
Yeah, exactly. Like a fantasy watch club. We should totally do it. He's like, I'm content now. He has 5 Pateks.
Horological Deadpool. Now, I was asking an ID guy what he thought about the Flightmaster. And he said, you can't get a more 70s case. That's not really okay. Since I'm not exactly sure how you feel about 70s cases, I'm not sure that's really a discrete answer, ID guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's saying if you like them, right? Kind of like my Doxa, that cushion case.
Fat cushion case that makes the horological world go round.
And another thing I got to tell you, I'm in love with these Omegas. This one I have on the screen. It's so pure and so crisp and so just nice.
So what is an Aquaterran gold?
And they only want something like, no, it's stainless steel. They wanted like $5,000 for this brand new.
5,000. Bud mentions, does anyone else watch the London Watch Collector?
Yeah, he's got the 4K videos of the Nautilus.
Yeah, his reviews are amazing. Like his watch reviews. I think, Bud, you're saying like, I think someone doesn't like him. I love his videos. I think he does have all the
4K.
Okay, but, I got the same thing with the blue dial. Also, the newest reference, you can also tell because the date is at 6 rather than 3. Hell, I picked that up for like $2,500.
What a beautiful watch.
What?
Is yours on rubber also?
Rubber. Yes, it's on rubber.
Rubber. It's a beautiful watch. It is a nice watch. For $2,500, hell yes.
Trouble is, and extremely accurate. I mean, actually, with the latest movements, Rolex is starting to catch up to Omega's coaxials. Okay,
here you go. Solid gold for $25,000.
Fuck that.
It's just you can't. No, I could never do an Omega in solid gold. It doesn't. I can't. I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I couldn't do it.
Gorgeous though.
I could do one in full ceramic though, maybe.
Tree Delger says London Watch Collector was formerly Weekly Reviews.
Oh, it was?
And Dan Radke, yeah, they're chunky. I mean, the thing is, the coaxial movement is a great movement. My God, is super accurate. It is lovely. That the coaxial movement deserves it. Unlike a lot of watches, it actually deserves a exhibition back. But the only downside, it is just a little chunky. That's why I don't like it. It's kind of thick. It's not a good. It's not a good
accuracy. Is it like 2-1?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like super. It's their version meta certified. I think Metis.
How about these Omegas, boys? You like these?
Yeah, I like it. I like the one in Rhodes on rubber.
And I could pick up a brand new or like new current model Planet Ocean for $3,000 around here.
Planet Ocean, the 3. Okay. That's okay. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Planet Ocean, it's a great watch, but it doesn't really fit my use case.
What do you mean? You wouldn't use it?
Pretty much.
You've been into smaller watches recently, actually.
Cuff rollers, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't had a watch over 38 in a minute.
Well, except for my little phony Flieger from Wilson Watchworks, it's 42. But since it's manual wind, it's not terribly thick.
Yeah.
Nate asks, what is the service interval on a coaxial? I think I want to say that you're never going to take that sucker in unless something's wrong with it, because it's got those ceramic bearings, and
Yeah. Well,
it's sort of a service-free watch, is it not?
well, you've heard the story, apocryphal maybe, that George Daniels designed the coaxial, not the coaxial part of the movement, not to really need lubrication,
Right.
and that Omega actually lubricated it because they didn't like the service interval being so long.
And so now it sort of requires a service just to replace those damn oils that it didn't need.
Right. Well,
That's sort of what,
I
right?
think they may have switched. I think they may have switched on it.
Yeah. So
ID Guy has a question. What does everyone think about the new white dial Black Beetle Great White S&P coming out in November?
I like it. I like the contrast. It's like the Panda,
what is this? I'm not sure.
the Seamaster Professional.
Great White.
Sounds interesting.
It's just it's a Seamaster with a.
Why can't they put? Why do they have to have the? Why do they have to have the nipple for the helium escape? I mean, how hard would that be, guys?
Yeah, I agree. It's like one side of Archie.
Rooted Rotor says he has the Seamaster ceramic in the bottom right corner.
No,
It's
and
for sale. You're selling it, Eric, right? You're selling that watch?
You go.
Dan says the only bad parts on those new Seamaster Professional 300s is the two-tone loom. Drives him nuts. Would a Planet Ocean be a big upgrade from the Oris Aquasaurus of life, or a disappointment?
I have to admit, I've not really studied the source of life. It's been a while since I've really been into the Bible, so.
Thomas Burnett, I know you love your 70s baby Plo Prof. And, you know, they don't make the baby anymore. They only make the Big Daddy Plo Prof now. And I was looking at those as well today. I didn't take any pictures of them because everybody's seen those a dozen times. But I did inquire about the baby, and he said, no, he laughed. He said, yeah, those are just the old guys. Yeah.
Trey
Go to the next picture here.
Dillinger states that the original 2500 coaxial was a disaster, and that's what I was talking about. Omega fucked with it.
ID Guy, did you get my email yesterday?
Was it penis pics?
Maybe.
I didn't go into IWC. I just took a picture from the outside.
IWC has been growing on me. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm starting to love the styling. I think I'm a little late to the game.
They got a lot of watches in this store, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They do a lot of watches in this one.
I think they have this like masculine, elegant, sporty, but classy look.
They pull some shit on their movements, and they're cunty about it. I mean, you might be spending thousands of dollars on a watch, and basically it inside beats the heart of a Salida.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I like this Cartier that I tried on. In-house caliber.
I love Cartier. Cartier's. I like them. They deserve more credit in the collector world.
Look, I'm not going to go out and jump and buy this watch, but you guys in the chat, you guys think this is a thumbs up or a thumb down on this Cartier? Do you guys like it?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs down.
Wait, did you try on the Santos while you were there?
I tried this one, and I tried only this one, and I tried. That's the buckle.
Yeah.
I normally like a blue dial. I normally like the square case. I do, for some reason, there's something about that one I don't like.
And then this is the gold one I tried.
I think it's done better in the Santos. It's square, but with a cooler, but you still have all the cool aspects to it. It's got I think you should look at some other Cartiers. And
RD Guy says thumbs down for me too. Cartier needs to be slick and simple.
This is slick and simple.
Needs to be slick like a Vic.
Slick Vic. I don't know. I think the dial is. I think it's beautiful. I love the Romans. I think if I say this, I've said this before, but if I had, one watch and it was like, if it was $10,000, it would be a sub. But if it was $5,000, it wouldn't be a Tudor, it wouldn't be Omega, it would be a Cartier.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's something about the combination of them. It's just almost like, it's like sardines.
Look at the dial. The dial is beautiful.
Sardines, marshmallow, and peanut butter. All three, well, I don't really like marshmallow, but all three I at least can like or at least can tolerate, but together, no. And there's just
beans and marshmallow.
He's like, well, I don't really like marshmallow.
Okay, I was trying to think. It's late, man. You realize, yeah, it's like it's 9 o'clock here. We're not on in California.
Okay, well, I'm on the East Coast here, and it's 10.
You're also younger than I am. Shut up, boy.
Okay, let me see what's the next watch I got here.
I gotta take Hugo out real quick. I'll be back. Hugo, come on.
Oh yeah, so I think this was the last set of pictures I got here. At the Lange.
I'm picking up the live stream comments because I'm just oh no, I like that one.
This was amazing.
Yeah,
I'm blown away by this Saxonia.
So the Saxonia.
I'm blown away by this watch, Clive. It had so much gravitas.
Now, have you ever seen when I compared the Saxonia along with the Calatrava and the Patrimony?
I think I might have seen that, but I might be. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it for sure.
Yeah, and guys, if you're not subscribed to ID Guy, don't be a fucking dickhead. Subscribe now.
And subscribe to Crappy Luxury too.
Yeah.
Now that he's over 1,000, I didn't. I gotta admit, Crappy, it was kind of lame you ducking out just before you hit your 1,000 subs.
Well, that's why his friends had to step in and help him. Not to mention me and Mark did too.
It was gonna happen in a few days, but it's all good. Look at this watch. Look at this watch.
Okay,
this one is amazing.
Wait, can I just say something real quick?
This watch is beautiful.
All right. ID Guy, ID Guy, ID Guy, ID Guy, ID Guy. See you in the ER, Jay Sykes.
So let me see. David is going to subscribe because he doesn't want to be a dickhead. And let's see. James. Hey, James. What's up, James? How are you, James Kahn? I'm starting to like the Saxonias. They have a Taylor Brown dial version that's amazing. Do they now? Look, I've looked at these before. Of course I've looked at these. The boutique's been there, and I looked at it. But for some reason, I honestly glanced over them. It was going to be always between a Vacheron Patrimony and a Patek Calatrava. It wasn't going to be the German brand as a contender for that dress piece, and I went with the Calatrava. But now that I'm looking at this piece again, holy smokes, I wouldn't mind.
But you still made the right choice, Rich.
Yeah, no, I did, but I wish I dressed up more often so I could have an excuse to buy this watch, to be honest.
You know what? If people wear sneakers with suits and sports watches with suits, why can't you wear that casually? I think, I say why not?
I mean, wow, this thing, it just presence. And then look at this one.
God.
Absolutely stunning.
Lange is the best. Lange is, God, they do it for me.
Look, hands down, this annual calendar blows away the Patek 5035.
They're a better brand than Patek, and I'll say that as much of a Patek lover as I am, they are better. And I reached that conclusion this weekend. I knew it before in my heart, but I didn't want to admit it. But I've reached that conclusion. They're better.
No, when you look at this watch here, it's just A class.
Also, but here's a good point by Red Rotor. Rich, your 5196 is the same type of watch as the Sectonia. Check out a Lange 1 Platinum Darth for the win.
Ooh, expensive though.
I see. I know which one he's speaking of. Yeah, I know which one he's speaking of.
An ID guy said your Calatrava is a dog. You should sell to Clive at a big discount.
Thank you, ID guy. I appreciate that. Yeah, cleanliness personified on the Calatrava, certainly.
Hey, Rich, Bud is backstage.
Oh, he is? I don't see him. Hold on.
He texted me and told me to tell you that he's backstage.
Try again, because I don't see him. Let me text him.
Texted him and I told him just keep an eye out for him because he'll be back on, I guess.
Yeah, let me try to.
Bud has some amazing watches too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a class act too. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love him. We talk like on the phone and.
Oh,
ID guy says 1815 is my go-to when I think Dream Lange.
okay. So hold on here. Let me see.
ID guy, yes, 1815 up down is amazing. Data
You
graph.
know what? Apparently, one of my moderators.
He likes to take a drink.
Apparently, I got an email from Crappy. He says that one of my moderators banned him from the chat room.
From this room?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, just go into your settings and undo it.
I'll just send him an invite. He can come on if he wants to come on.
I'll send him one. I got it punched up right now anyway.
And let me look and see if Bud is in here or not.
He said he's gonna try again, so I guess he's trying.
Yeah, I don't see Bud on here. Yeah, this guys, this annual calendar just blew my mind. This thing is amazing.
Yeah, that is. Do you know what the price is of that? That's an annual only. It looks like more, but if that's an annual,
that's an
annual only. It looks like more. But lower the volume on one of the
annual calendar. I'll mute him for a minute. Annual calendar plus it has a moon phase.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Hey guys,
I love that watch.
Hey Bud.
Hey Bud.
How are you?
Hey Bud.
hey guys, evening. So I've been watching. Yeah, these watches is amazing. You got pictures of today.
Bud, what do you?
So
I
like the Z-Works. I think that's my favorite. Although Rich did send me a picture of another one. I can't remember which one it was, but that one right there is
that's the gong. That one is so expensive. That's like $130,000.
Is that what they are? But aren't they like 50 secondhand?
It's a quarter repeat. It's technically a quarter repeater. So it's every I don't know how it all works, but I was talking to them about it this weekend. It's a minute repeater tells you every like minute. Quarter repeaters tells you like to the 15 minute.
To me, that's the elonge that you can tell it's the elonge. It's like, you can always tell a Rolex, but you can tell this watch. There's no other one like it.
Their styling to me is perfect. Like the Lange one, I think is the most beautiful, the most elegant watch ever made.
You see what this says, Vic?
Their 1815 annual calendar. Yeah, I love that watch so much because it looks like the perpetual. I would get that watch if it's like under. Well, I'm gonna check right now on Chrono. I really want a Lange. Not right now. I'm taking a long break, but maybe next year.
The manual wound, the 1815 annual calendar.
I love manual wounds are the best for Lange.
This is a Grail watch right here, boys.
And the movement, if you could see the back of it, it's even better than the front.
Jay Sykes says, "Love the Dauphine hands." And do you know us? Do you know who else does? ID guy. So Jay, take another drink.
Drinking game.
Yep.
And I laughed a minute ago. Clive said, "I'm gonna mention ID guy until you get so drunk you shit yourself." I laughed pretty hard at that while I was trying to get in the room.
Hey, Rich, you know how much the annual costs pre-owned?
What's that?
Well, this one's automatic. They're under 30.
Now, someone's saying,
Not bad.
on the other hand, the 5196 with those brigade numerals, though,
The which one?
the 5196 P.
Oh, with the Breguet numerals. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. With the center seconds and the platinum.
Right, but you have to get that in platinum
Yeah, so
unless you go back in time and get a vintage.
Oh, look, there's the 5690 on the top row middle.
Right.
My watch. Except
Oh, no, that's the black dial.
no, that's the blue dial in white gold.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah, I like it. I was messing with it yesterday. I like it, but I prefer the discontinued steel version.
Why is the day thrown off in the left window there? Is it damaged?
No, because look, it's almost midnight, so it's in the middle of transitioning.
Getting ready to turn. Yep.
Yeah.
So Victor, there's the Panda, and it fits. It, like we talked about, it just fits great.
Yeah.
I've got a small wrist, and it fits really, really good.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, let me see. Back up a little bit.
Let me see. It was good.
Hold on, let me try to change the screen too, since I'm done with these pictures.
God, the Panda's also one of my yeah, it fits you perfectly, just like me. It's
Crappy, I sent you a link. Did you get it?
But you can see on
Right.
And I'll go to the moderating screen here.
And that's on the rubber strap, so it fits both ways. It fits really good.
Let me go to the moderator screen and
Just a great size.
yeah, Daytona's a great watch.
And everybody says the crown should be in the middle of your hand. I mean, it's perfectly
centered. Yeah, the rubber straps, I have a weird size wrist, so for the rubber, one side is short, one side's long, so it's kind of weird, but it doesn't bother me that much.
Well, if the crown is in the middle of your hand, shouldn't it be a stopwatch? I mean, shouldn't it be a pocket watch?
Crown is in
I guess.
These like dad jokes.
No, but I noticed you have a Daytona too. But unlike Victor's, yours is on a bracelet.
Yes, mine's on the bracelet. Yeah.
Which one? Oh, the Daytona. Yeah. Well, I have the Daytona on the bracelet too. The black dial.
He just got the black dial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yankee Doodle says he's getting a Patek in $25,000 to $35,000 range. Yankee Doodle, hit me up. I would be happy to help you pick one out. That's my favorite thing to do.
Hey, Clyde, where's the blocked users list?
Oh fuck! I'd have to.
It's not in the same place as moderators.
Well, I'd have to get. I'm kind of used to it under the old one. If you, I don't think we should be doing that.
No, I mean, I got you, but I just thought you'd be able to tell me. I don't see it under the where the moderators are. It's not in the same section there at all. So I don't know why.
Poor Crappy. He's like watching and trying to get on. And
well, no, he should come on. No, trust me, God. For God's sake, no. He was sent the link.
There's only one person with a wrench that would have banned him. Boozer.
Yeah, Boozer said he did. He goes, what did he say? He goes,
just
recently. He goes, I thought I banned him or something.
The one, right here.
I thought I banned you, Crappy.
You fucker. The one time you're gonna get a wrench on a channel, Boozer, and you're gonna freaking.
He just said, "I'm kidding."
We all call him Boozer, but isn't it Bowser? Because the picture is a Bowser. It's from Mario, I think. I think it's Bowser.
So,
is that Mario?
I'm getting a direct text from Crappy. Hold on.
I thought Crappy.
I'll be on in 5 minutes.
Yankee Doodle. In fairness, the H Moser is a beautiful, beautiful watch, but it depends on how much you value retention. If you value that a lot, Patek is the way to go. Otherwise, you're not making a bad choice with the Moser. It's a beautiful brand, beautiful finishing.
The Moser, you just got to make sure you get a good deal.
Yeah, you make sure you get a good deal, but also what like Paul said, even if you get a good deal and you want to turn it around, it'll take a while.
Hold on. Let me clarify that. A good deal on an H Moser is 70% off at the least.
Yeah.
At the least, if you're not getting 70% off MSRP, move on along.
Right.
I love that the green Pioneer Moser. I think that's really nice.
I'm not into their dials that much. It's a little bit too. They look like Grand Seikos, and which isn't a bad thing, but they're very funky. They're a little too funky for me. But
Now, I have a quick question for Bud. Now, Bud, I notice you have some of the same watches as Victor,
yeah.
but you're also not a narcissist. Could you explain that?
Oh, come on. You're the one who defended me, Clyde, saying no, he's actually a nice guy.
Yeah, when somebody said that, I actually said give Victor one conversation and you will like him a lot. And so I don't know what to do. I think Victor was telling me that he wasn't in the forums a whole lot. He just watched the videos before he come on with Archie, and so I just don't think anybody got a chance to know his name or get a chance to know him before they pass judgment. Everybody knows that we pass judgment too quickly. Crappy knows that for sure.
And I don't have any ill will. I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. I just want to get along and talk watches.
But
well, you know what happens. You know what happens when you're in the middle of the road.
You get run over.
You get run over in both directions.
No, but I have a thick skin. I mean, although I just would prefer to get along with everyone, but I do have a thick skin, and if someone doesn't like me, that's okay.
You have psoriasis?
I have rosacea.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to tell Crappy, if you put yourself out there, you're gonna get critics and you're gonna get them assholes, but most of the people like him from what I can see, so I think you should take that part and run with that.
Well, you see, any of us that are on the channels, there's some people that irrationally love us, and of course we accept that, and then there's some people that irrationally hate us, and we don't understand.
Yeah. Because we can't see them. We don't know them. Like, it's hard to they can see us sometimes, but it's hard to.
Like right now, I can't reply to the comments unless I go over my phone and do it. For some reason, I can see the comments, but I can't reply all the time. So I think it only takes one bad missed comment.
An ID guy is saying, "Okay, guys, I'm off. Victor, I'll reply to your email tomorrow. Have a superb evening, everyone.
Good night. Good night, guys."
No, ID guy knows. Please stay on until I can give Jay Sykes alcohol poisoning. By the way, take another drink.
Or at least make him shit himself.
Yeah, hey, Crappy, you know what, Crappy? I really looked everywhere for that place to unban. I even searched it on Google, and I can't figure it out yet. So that'll have to be something I'll have to tackle another day.
Can watch? I mean, can Crappy at least watch, or he's...
Yeah, I sent him a link if he wants to.
He said he said he'll be on in a couple of minutes.
Let's see. James Kahn says he's considering the Saxony as a first dress watch. That's right. I think you were saying that on another stream.
That's not a bad choice.
Yeah, not a bad choice at all. Have you seen one in person, James? Because I guarantee you, if you see one in person, it's gonna seal the deal.
Oh, they're well priced too. I just saw that. Wow. The quality is equal to or slightly above Patek.
Now, I think Crappy Smirk is someone imitating him, but if that actually is Crappy, that is brilliant counter trolling.
I'm hearing that no more.
I don't think that's Crappy, but
That's definitely not him.
Well, I think it'd be perfect. In other words, yeah, okay, I'm gonna take.
He's so funny too.
That's the right way to do it.
Don't worry about it, Rich. It's all good.
But that would be
funny,
the right
bro.
way.
You're funny.
But wouldn't that be the right way to do it? Just be like, laugh at it, go along with it.
Yep, that's exactly the way to do it, and that's the way that Crappy probably wouldn't do it. So it's not him.
Yeah.
Actually, Yankee Doodle, that we a lot of people, that the country at first identified with, it was a term of derision by the British towards the colonials.
Yankee Doodle?
Yeah.
Oh,
It basically meant a hayseed or, rube.
that's interesting.
And
Well,
actually, and much to much to their annoyance, the colonials go, "Hey, that's a great fucking song. We're going to use it."
Now, I'm the Yankee Doodle dandy.
No, Yankee Doodle went to town,
Oh, riding on a pony.
stuck a feather in his hat, and called it macaroni. Yeah, the whole thing is meant to deride the unsophisticated colonials. But also, did you know that Dixie was written by a Northerner, and Battle Hymn the Republic was written by a Southerner?
Look at all this. All this
Look at
useless
that.
historical knowledge. Wow, pretty good.
we watches and history all in one night.
Oh, so what? That just deleted all of your comments, crappy smirk? That didn't get rid of you, though, did it?
No, he's hidden. He's gone.
Who?
Crappy smirk.
Wait,
Okay.
why?
Only I can see him now?
Well, Riches can see him.
Oh, I see.
Well, actually, yeah, we can see when he shows up. We can show that he's posting, but we can't see what it is after that.
Is it possible that crappy smirk is Chip Wong?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would presume so, because I think but it doesn't matter anyway, because he'll quickly come up with an alias account and be back up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's the same guy that was crappy luxury on the Archie show earlier.
Now, by the way, one of the
I don't have nothing against him, and he hasn't even been saying anything bad, but the personal profile picture, I think, is a little too much.
Well, here's the thing. There was actually someone on Archie's channel, and my God, he must have had 5,000 troll accounts. And the one I can remember was Archie's vile alien head horn antennas.
Would Archie ban him?
Oh yeah, he banned him all the fucking time.
That's why Archie has so many viewers. It's only like 40 people with new accounts.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was even saying. Come on, guys, let's help. If you're trolling crappy, just go ahead and have half your troll accounts subscribe to them. They'll give them.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why.
Coming back, and he wasn't vicious, but he was funny, and he just amused the shit out of me. So sometimes it'd be like he'd step off. I'd be like, "Hey, Archie's vile head horn antennas. Is that you?" So yeah, man, don't rat me out. You're good.
Right, and I'm sure the reason that I'm attracting the trolls right now is because I'm the new guy, and I don't know how to use the switchboard yet.
Yeah, well, right now you're the only game in town.
I think they're gonna go with whoever's streaming live at a given time. That's where they're going.
Well, after Clive successfully gets crappy 1,000 subs, he's gonna have to work on RichBuddy after that.
No, we've done it.
Oh,
we
is it done
have
now?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Good deal. What was that? That was 2 hours ago. You said that, I think.
Yeah. Well,
he well over 1,000. He got well over 1,000.
No way. I'm gonna look right now.
Maybe a couple of hundred over. No, 20 over.
How many subscribers? 189. Shit, that's gonna be some work.
Me? Oh shit, I'm alone. I have. You know me. I don't ever mention my channel. Try to get
Here's,
stuff.
here's what I kind of like about it, because
we can talk freely a little bit, and there's not that many people watching. That's for a long time. That's why we kept it a small channel.
I'd rather, it's just like Archie. At first, Archie said, "You want me to mention and promote you?" I'm like, no, please do not.
Yeah, this channel's nice because it's usually the same guys, and everybody's usually pretty cool. So that's the best part about it.
Oh, welcome back. Okay.
Crappy's nasal. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, that's a good one, and that's not. That's not. What do you call it? That's not very offensive. So there you go.
Well, it's less offensive.
Yeah, well, that's the
It's the same. Then that's what I was talking about. It's like Archie's vile alien head hornet.
And he's saying, "And I'm not the smirk."
Okay. Well, got to take it in good stride, man. It's gonna get. It's gonna make him money. If
Yeah.
if I was crappy, I'd let all those people
See,
all
Paul,
on my channel.
Archie is you got to give credit to him for that. He has the thickest skin. You can make fun of him. You could say anything you want negative as long as it's benefiting his account and his wallet. He does not care. You can call him anything. Like most people would be insecure if you're talking about the horns on his head. He doesn't care.
Well, you know who started that, right?
You, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Crappy, what happened to you? I saw you backstage. I clicked on you, and then you disappeared. Try again. But you were there. I saw you. I don't know what happened to him.